Hi everyone, it's Justyna from Team Cloud here. Unfortunately, this week Emmanuel could not join me, some personal reasons. I decided to briefly present our concepts, ideas for our project. After 3 meetings on Zoom, we decided that our mutual experience from the last year, especially, is kind of like trying to deal with systematic violence, which is happening in our countries. In my case, it is very much connected to the women's strike movement in Poland and my experience as a feminist. And in Emmanuel's case, it is more connected to his experience of being a Black person in America. And we decided that we want to explore this topic and try to find some kind of common ground in this field of our experience, mutual experience. We were wondering what kind of piece we can work on. And we are looking for a medium that will be not expensive, because we don't really have any budget for the production process. So, and we also, I think we all should seek mediums and forms that are sustainable. We have figured out that we can record with simple tools our surrounding reality. And it happened that I have been in a place 2 weeks ago, which is very much related to the to many legends, histories, myths, which are very deeply rooted in Polish culture, and the myths are related to the stories about witches, devils, witch trials, and also Catholic Church. And I have taken some videos and audio recordings, field recordings, because I often work with field recording technique. Okay, maybe I will share screen and show you some. So the basic concept for our piece is to make one video. I can show you. Yeah, we want to make a very simple video art piece, which will contain both our videos, which will be played simultaneously. It can be played on gallery wall and can be uploaded online. And we want to share one video screen, which will be divided in two. One half will be Emmanuel's, the other half will be mine. We agreed that Emmanuel will, maybe because he has more experience as visual artist. I am not really working with visual arts. I mean, sometimes I make some tiny videos and maybe photos as well, but I don't feel like visual artist at all. I am mostly sound artist, and this is my space, my headspace, and this is the medium in which I feel good and which I want to explore. So, and I will be the person who takes care about the sound. I have this concept that I want to blend images of this region where I have been, which is related to witches, devils, and all those legends. And the region is called Świętokrzyskie, Góry Świętokrzyskie, Świętokrzyskie Mountains in Poland. And I want to blend videos from those places, like the Bald Mountain, when the witches used to have Sabbath and the devils were throwing large stones on the church, which was built on the top of this mountain to stop the witches and make them go away and disappear. Actually, it's very interesting because on the top of the Bald Mountain, you can find the pagan stone circles. So we have like very old pagan, pre-Christian, pre-Catholic tradition related to this place. So I took some videos on the Bald Mountain, but also on the other mountain when I found a place which is called the Devil's Stone, which is also very interesting. And this is the one part of my audiovisual piece. I want to combine it with field recordings and blend it into some surreal audiovisual imagery. But also I wanted to mix it with sonification of the photos from the protests in Poland. Now I want to show you the tool I am using to make the sonification of the photography. What does it mean that I want to make a sonification? You have a tool like digital tool, which I will use to transform a picture. Right here you can see it's this picture. It's a graffiti written on a wall of a church, which basically it was made during the protests, which is very scandalous in Poland, actually. And the writing on the wall says "Women's Hell," which is like the main slogan of the protests in Poland right now. I think even today we have some protests in Poland related to the topic of procreation rights in our country. So basically, this is the tool, the simple image synth software, which I can use with Max MSP, in which I can upload any kind of image and then synthesize it to sound. And this sound, sonifications of the photos from the protests, I want to mix with the images, videos, and field recordings from, for example, the Bald Mountain, the Witches Mountain. Yeah, so here you can see the church, which is on the top of the Bald Mountain. The interesting story is that the church was built because of those pagan tradition, which was very strong on this mountain. Even in 12th century, the place has strong kind of like energy related to the oppression of otherness in our country, I would say. In the background, you can hear the water flowing in the river, snow everywhere, which is also interesting metaphor, I think. And the other field recording I used is from the forest, and you can hear police sirens in the background, which is also kind of like psychedelic, gives the impression of what's going on in Polish cities and towns and villages. Okay, so this is the first one. And the second one, this is the Kamienna River in the Świętokrzyskie region. Yes, and this synthesized sound you can hear is actually the sound of this picture I showed you 1 second ago. Everything is kind of like a surreal, dreamy atmosphere. And this one, for example, is from the river source. The last one I wanted to show you today is the view from the mountain when the Devil's Stone is located, and it's a panorama of the region. Yes, combined with the sonification and the sounds of the flowing water. Okay, so this is my like very brief description of the concept that we came up to with Emmanuel during our meetings. I hope that we will manage to meet next week and we will have the chance to see Emmanuel's part and clash our ideas and see. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're all okay and take care. Bye-bye.